All right, and unemployment claims coming out here, which should also move the markets. We'll see if it's in the same direction. We're going to get claims here on unemployment here in just a moment, where the number is pending. If you guys are enjoying the stream, by the way, hit the thumbs up button. Let's get more people in the stream here, get some coverage going. We've got a long one here for you today. We're going to be covering this as well as numbers in about an hour and a half. So we've got a long stream. So I hope you have something to eat, something to drink. There it is, 248K, about as expected unemployment claims. And still dollar strength coming in. Gold driving back down. I mean, this is a strong sell-off here this morning. It's making me feel good that I got out of my gold long. I picked up gold yesterday and stopped out pretty quick, but I'm glad I did, because again, had I just tried to hold on with no stop loss, this would be a much tougher situation, I guess, in terms of price action. Yes, numbers came out here, unemployment claims, but really the big one, guys, today, for people who are wondering what's going on, it's this one right here. ADP non-farm employment change came out at 497K compared to the forecast at 226K. This is ahead of NFP this week. This is a market moving number, and we see gold coming down. I'm looking at the S&P 500. I'm very, very keen on looking to see if I can find a trade setup here, guys. I am looking on the long side, and I'm looking at a pullback, perhaps at like the 50% retracement. I start to get interested in trying to get back into this thing. We've had a really strong run up on the S&P. You guys, if you watch the stream regularly, you know this is my favorite thing to trade personally. Yeah, real big drop here off of this reaction. And let's see if we can drive lower. Again, my interest would be picking it up around the 50% retracement if you're looking at the S&P 500 with me. And yeah, I mean, things moving across the board here. Let's take a look at the Euro USD. Popped a little bit. Pound USD gave back a lot of gains here on the 4-hour chart. So it did seem like there was initially some strength against these pairs. I'm sorry, against the dollar. AUD USD also, we could take a quick look here. Down here this morning. Is the dollar really strong? It's very interesting to me. Okay, it is. The dollar is strong. We're seeing a rebound in the dollar here this morning, and still just chopping in this range, guys. I made this point yesterday, and I'll come back to this concept again. We have resistance up top, support down below. There's not, even with this strong number today, what from a price action standpoint, I think day traders, swing traders alike need to keep an eye on would be if we can actually break out of this resistance point. If you're a dollar bull, this is the barrier, right? This is what's been holding back dollar bulls as well as dollar bears, right? Down below here, this range has been just choppy, and we're waiting to see what happens there. JP225 is one that is on our watch list here. So I might need to look at this one closely as well. JP225, I don't mind it. It's still got a buy rating. COT shows institutional money is very long, the Nikkei. Retail sentiment shows retail traders are shorting the Nikkei. Seasonality suggests optimism this month. Let's do some seasonality, by the way, guys. We do have some time to kill here today. We're running the stream here all the way through 10 a.m. So we still have over an hour on this stream. So stick around. If I pass out, then you guys will have to take over the stream for me from there. I don't know how that works, but maybe the viewers can just take over the stream at some point if I pass out. Anyways, seasonality, part of the reason I am bullish on indices is, look at this. July and August are historically actually positive months in the last 5 and 10 years respectively. So I'm keeping an eye on this one. So we've selected S&P 500. If you guys want to, we'll do another sample one. Here's like the pound. So the pound looks relatively negative outlook here for the next couple months. So that could be an interesting one. If you wanted to take a look at like Euro JPY, you can see Euro Yen has a slight positive expectancy in the month of July, slight negative expectancy in the month of August. And we factor this in when we do our scoring algorithm for the EDGEFINDER. When we go back to that watch list, remember how I showed you all of these different categories have scores? Well, you can pull up the individual sheets for everything, right? So if I pull this up and I take a look at the
do you want to be trading with the best broker? Then you need to be trading with 8cap. 8cap is an award-winning regulated broker, and for a limited time, 8cap is giving out free access to our products when you sign up and fund a new trading account with them. All you have to do is sign up for a new trading account with 8cap and deposit into your trading account. If you already have a broker, you might want to consider switching to 8cap for their low trading cost, a wide range of trading assets, and amazing customer support. If you'd like to get access to our software and Discord server for free, simply use the link in the description to send our team a message for more information right now. You can get access to our amazing market scanning software, the EDGEFINDER, as well as our VIP Discord featuring trading signals from our expert traders, a trading chat room with ideas, webinars, market analysis, and more. Check out the links down below in the description for more information.
If I pull up, euro yen or whatever you want, this is seasonal trends. If this is positive, we tick up the score for the euro JPY, right? So we calculate on all of these different things. We take a look at the bias, we generate a scorecard, a report sheet, and that's where the trade alerts, the watch list comes from, which if you're inside of our trade alerts group, usually you will see the trades that I'm taking marry up nicely with what is coming up, popping up on the watch list. Again, guys, we dropped the link a moment ago, but if you guys are interested in our software, click the link. We're going to drop it again here for you. If you'd like to sign up for a trial, if you'd like to get more information or perhaps schedule a tour or a meeting with someone from our team, all you have to do is click this link. We do have a form for you to fill out. It takes like 2 seconds, and you can get some more information about the software if that would be useful to you. So again, we have numbers coming out in just over an hour. We have the this is Friday. We want to look at today. We have ISM services PMI, which could be market moving. JOLTS job openings could be interesting. How's that NASDAQ looking? Like I said, I'm still looking to long this thing. If it does come down a little bit further, I'm keeping an eye on this one. NASDAQ, wow, look at that. It was just briefly very, very close to picking up my position, or not picking up my position, but triggering my alert here. So I'm interested in NASDAQ if we can get it. Again, part of that reason was the COT data shows some strength there. The COT data shows us that, again, in terms of what institutional money has been doing with the NASDAQ, I can show you this in isolation for just a moment. So if I go NASDAQ 100, and then we can scroll down, let's actually select NAS 100 over here. So I'm going to go, where is NAS 100? NAS 100, there it is. Okay, so NASDAQ, what's cool here is that institutional positioning has been building here recently. So again, at one point when we first got this component built in the EDGEFINDER, which we got this chart that you're looking at, we finished this one on the development team. We finished this in like early April. Since then, what we can see here is that there's been an increase in interest from institutional money to the long side. It's really cool to see. So again, there's been that swing. I mentioned at one point they were majority short biased on institutional money was short biased on the NASDAQ. It's now changed to be more of a bullish asset. So I do like that one. And we will keep a close eye on that one. Let's go back to gold, guys. I know gold was in free fall here. How are we doing? Yeah, gold is still, look at that. It actually took out the lows. Let's go back to that hourly chart and see if we can find something here. Again, I think I mentioned this before. Sellers are probably still in control of this market. That 50% level looks real strong here. If it does pull back, perhaps later today, if you do get some sort of pullback into this 50% retracement, that could be interesting. What do you guys think? Are you bullish or bearish on gold? Comment real quick, or leave a comment in the chat real quick. Are you guys bullish or bearish on gold? Let me know. I will say personally, I am not bearish on gold. I'm fundamentally, so I do this thing. Let's go through this for a second. So I mentioned I'm what's called a fundamentalist when it comes to trading, as well as a mechanical or technical trader as well. So I use both in my trading. But where I find my best trades come from are when these two things agree. Like when the fundamental outlook to me looks strong, but then so do the technicals. That's where I get sort of the best trades. However, right now what we see here on gold is we see fundamentals, in my opinion, overall look okay. Like I think that if the Fed starts to end their rate hike cycle, and we start to see other central banks follow, on a bigger picture, gold could be very strong, right? We could have a really strong year or second half of the year for gold. But where we fall flat is that right now technicals are keeping me from being long the trade right now. Like I said, full transparency, I took a loss on gold yesterday. So I tried to buy gold and unfortunately was not successful with it. But part of the reason here that I'm not interested in going into a trade is because my bias here is mixed. I have fundamentally, I'm kind of more on the bullish camp, but then technically I'm bearish. So that's why for me, what that means is NT or no trade. There's nothing for me to do when my bias is mixed. However, when it's aligned, that's where things can look really interesting. That's where I can actually take trades, right? So you might be asking, well, where are you aligned? Well, like I said, I'll come back to it again. NASDAQ. I like the NASDAQ on the long side because let's go through this here for a second on a technical and so let's talk fundamentals and technicals for a moment. Why would I be fundamentally long biased? Real quick breakdown. COT data looks really good. Okay. Inflation is in the right direction. By the way, if you guys are enjoying the stream, hit the thumbs up button. You saw that little notification. Hit that thumbs up button if you're enjoying the stream. On top of that, the central bank here in the United States, the Federal Reserve, yes, they are sort of touting that they think more rate hikes are coming. But what I would argue is that the economy is still showing some resiliency, which is good for stocks and companies, of course. But on top of that, I do think that we are nearing the end of the rate hike cycle. And I don't think that that's really too controversial, even amongst the Fed. Yes, they might need to go for a little while to get that inflation to really come down, the core inflation, the sticky components of inflation. But I think, and again, maybe that's being optimistic, maybe too optimistic, but for me, fundamentally, the NASDAQ still looks okay. So that's one side of it. We also have the technical side, which I think we have a really nice upward trend. And so in this case, what we have is confluence among both the fundamentals and the technicals. This, for me, guys, is where I find my best trades. And so like I mentioned, if the NASDAQ pulls back here a little bit further, I've got a support zone marked on my chart where I'm actually interested in potentially picking it up. Now, please be aware, many traders who are trading on Forex brokers, if you're trading on a Forex broker, you have to be very careful with the NAS 100 because the contract size is really large. If you're trading on the futures market, or if you're trading like I do using an ETF on the stock exchange here in the US, I'm able to position size a lot easier without risking a ton of the account. So please be very careful if you're trading things like US 30. Those contract sizes are absolutely massive. They're ridiculous on Forex brokers. That's why, again, I think, trading it on an ETF or trading it through the futures market can be a lot more suitable to most traders' accounts sizes. I mean, even I have a larger account size and I still could make the mistake of over leveraging, oversizing if I was trading it on a Forex broker. So just be careful with that. If you are interested in trading into the indices, be very, very cautious with that. You can make or lose a lot of money really quick if you're trading on some of things like NAS 100 on Forex brokers or US 30. So just be very, very cautious with your sizing there.
Don't forget to check out the links in the description if you want our broker recommendation, access to our free Discord, free EDGEFINDER, or want to chat with us on Telegram. Remember, you can watch us live in the markets every morning starting at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, and we have lots more free trading tools and content available on our website, a1trading.com. Thanks for watching.